to pray. There's no angels where I go, only pieces that are broken, scattered dreams across the floor. I'm home.
Alrighty. Hello everybody, this is Kiru's show here. Now, I have a lot of different things figured out for what I want to do with this what if and things going on outside of YouTube. I still will be trying to upload, it's just this is going to be a little annoying right now. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm taking a break, but I may not upload 4 to 6 videos a day, sometimes if I do, but it'll be around probably 3 to 5, I think. Somewhere in between there. Now, another thing that I want to say is I am going to be doing a time skip right now. It's not going to be anything major, but it's still going to be drastic. In fact, one of my second biggest time skips in a what if. First being the end of Decay, which was probably 7 or 8 years. Now, spoiler alert for that. I believe a lot of you guys have seen it. Anyways, this time skip is going to be 3 years. Now, that being said, let us continue. This is going to be the end of middle school for Deku, Mina. Wrong timeline. Deku, Todoroki, Momo, and Toga. Now, I did say they were all in the same school. Now, Deku, through his constant training, if not basically torture, of exposing himself to fire, he can stay out in the sunlight for at least a good 30 to 45 minutes. But he still does wear the hood. In fact, he's been actually trying to plan out his hero outfit. Now, hang on. That's not a pop that way. Sorry. I think my shoulder just popped for a second the wrong way. Now, this is going to be the last day of middle school. Everyone is talking, and the teacher would just announce that they essentially have to pick jobs now. They are all basically, he understands they all want to be heroes. And in fact, they do have 4 people planning to attend UA. Which is whenever Todoroki, Deku, Momo, and Toga would actually stand up. I want to say in that 3-year span of training, Toga and Momo are basically nearly, they're very good friends, they talk to each other, and they actually do discuss things. I want to say that during this 3-year time skip, these two have basically been training with Todoroki and Deku, yes, and basically being trained by Deku's mom and dad, with reflexes, combat training, and firearms training, along with Momo actually learning how to make a couple of these. Now, basically they would go on saying that they understand Todoroki, he's getting an internship from UA because of, his potential and his quirk. Deku is getting a recommendation also, along with Momo. Now, Toga has shown prowess and actually very good advancements with her quirk. I want to say at this point she is able to copy abilities. And the way she would have found that out is, let us cut back to a year. She is basically showing off one thing she's learned, if not one thing her quirk can do now. Through her basically training her quirk and actually taking a lot of different blood, and, helping Deku on his regeneration, she has gotten the ability to copy people's appearance and their quirk, basically allowing for her to be more stealth-based, and pull off posing at that person better. Now, they are talking about that, and a lot of people are impressed. Deku would just stand up saying that he does plan on going to UA. Yes, but he will not be taking the recommendation. Wait, what? Are you serious? Yes, I'm actually planning on going through the entrance exam. Why? Well, I don't want to earn my place. I know for a fact my mom or my dad, probably both of them, they sent this recommendation out knowing I wouldn't take it. But I'll at least give him that, it's clever. And I'm pretty sure, as he would look over to Todoroki and Momo, saying, Momo's dad probably got that, well, he probably got that recommendation for her because of something about his company. I'm not sure, fairly certain though. Todoroki, yeah. My mom was probably worried, but she probably sent me the internship from, well, the agency. How's she doing, by the way? She's actually doing a lot better, thank you for asking. Neat. So, wait, does that mean we're all going to be going to the entrance exam? As Deku would just take off his hood, saying, I guess so. Well, I guess we'll just have to train even harder then. Wait, Vampire's gonna train? What does he even do? I've never seen him use his quirk. His quirk is always active. Don't you know? He wears that strange outfit because... I can hear you. Oh, sorry. No, let me just clear up some things. I wear this because I'm still, well, affected by sunlight. However, as Deku would just walk over to the window, opening it and holding his hand out. People are watching as Deku's hand is smoking, yes, but it's not burning. Through training my quirk, I've somewhat found a way around it. The doctor said this would happen one day, but he never said how. He thought it would happen naturally, but it has not. I was told that this is a sunlight phase. Basically, I've never been able to step out in the sun without this outfit. But through training and constant work on my regeneration, I've been getting better. So, this is going to be I'm not taking the high path. I'm working hard to earn my place. And one day I may actually be the #1 hero. What does he mean? You don't know? What? His parents are the #2 and 3 heroes. Are you serious? Yeah, it's crazy actually. As Deku, he would just walk out of the classroom as school is over. Now, they are all actually walking over to the gym. Now, people are actually staring at Deku as they are calling him a fanboy and just think he is cosplaying. Now, they either think that, but Deku, he would just turn around and show them, well, his face. Which people are somewhat hesitant about, as Deku looks very villainous. Now, I want to say they were actually going to different gyms because eventually, well, I don't want to say that the weights could be different or anything like that, things can weigh too much or things aren't too heavy. It's just that certain specialized equipment they don't have at their house because it's either bigger or bulkier or just too big to fit in their place. Now, they are all walking and they would have finally arrived at the gym. As they get there, they're just starting to work out, and this is whenever, let's say, an hour has passed. They would finally leave and actually start packing things up, as Deku is just sipping through a straw. They're not really concerned by it or confused, they're just asking if it's really already that time. Basically, Deku's just saying, yes, it's about time we head home. Really? We were gonna go out and design our hero outfits. Really? I do need to go through some redesigns. What do you mean? Well, I keep thinking of ways I can show my face or do anything like that, but it's kind of hard. Without parroting my dad's outfit. you serious? Yeah, I think I might actually go for one of his retro looks. Are you sure? Yeah, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. People might understand, but if I need to, I can try and at least go with a better cape or a bigger one. And try mixing in different aspects of my parents' costumes. Ah, it's actually very intriguing. Yeah, but as Deku, he immediately hears explosions going off outside. He immediately just turns his head as he actually does extend his hand. Well, he turns his body toward the explosion. As he does so, the gym actually does have the glass break, as Deku brings his hands up to protect everyone. As he does that, he actually does wave his hand outward, basically like he's bringing it down for a karate chop. Basically, he's actually not catching some of the glass out of the air, but he's actually somewhat just blocking it and knocking it out of the way, along with it actually cutting and sticking into his costume. Now, with that, Deku, he would actually be watching as there is some, well, blonde-haired guy being attacked by a villain. Now, Deku would immediately walk out as he sees the fire and a lot of things going on. He's just immediately thinking that this isn't good. This isn't good. Now, a lot of heroes are just saying for those kids to stay back as the villain is too close. Deku he's just thinking that, okay. Who this guy is, he's being attacked. Heroes aren't acting and there's fire. Now, what next? As he actually does look toward Todoroki. Todoroki just immediately nods as he does move his leg outward, blasting ice toward the fire. As that happens, I want to say Momo and Toga, they would actually try running in to help the guy. Now, this is actually Bakugo, who is making more and more explosions as these two are actually coming in. Momo would basically just stab a staff into this guy, and that would not do anything. As the sludge villain comes actually in to basically hit her, Deku would basically just push her out of the way as he actually does move his body, basically getting out of the way. The sludge villain basically, pulling off parts of Deku's outfit. Now, as that happens, Deku, he actually does try going in and actually getting the guy, but that isn't working, as he would just try going for its eyes. He actually does get one, and he actually does toss it away with some sludge, as this thing is somewhat annoyed. Todoroki would try blasting with fire, as All Might would interrupt with a punch, sending the thing flying. This actually does somewhat hurt Deku, as he was behind the villain actually doing this, so All Might thought this was a good idea. The ensuing, I want to say the ensuing shockwave, since it does funnel upwards, it wouldn't send Deku flying up, but I want to say it would at least send him up 3 to 4 stories, tearing apart his outfit. And actually just ruining parts of his shirt. Basically, it would destroy the protected overshirt while leaving his undershirt with a lot of holes in it. Now, after that would happen, Deku, he's basically just bringing his hands up as he would just latch onto something. I want to say he would actually latch onto the back of a window as he actually just tries swinging his legs upwards, coming up to it, and as soon as he does so, he's just hanging onto the side of the building upside down. As he's doing this, All Might, he's actually looking around, looking for that boy. As Deku would just shout, "All Might?" And he would just look upward, confused. Young man, are you okay? As Deku would just jump down. Yeah, I should be fine, but I just didn't expect you to destroy that. I'm gonna need to find my thermos. Thermos? Wait a minute, you look familiar. I think you know my mom, Celine. Celine? Oh, okay, now I understand. I believe your name was Midoriya, correct? Yes, that's my name. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet you, young man. I've worked with your parents quite a lot. I know. They talk about it. In fact, I do ask them questions. Ah, yes, well, as he would look over, somewhat in shock. He's actually seen Todoroki before from a picture, but he never expected to actually meet him. Ah, you must be. Yes, yes. Endeavor's son. Please don't. No, I was going to say you must be Todoroki, not his son. Oh, thank you, All Might. Well, you're welcome, young man. Now, who are these two? In fact, it's quite weird to see people with this similar quirks. In fact, very well the same. Oh, sorry. Actually, that's not my quirk. It's. Let me explain. It's my quirk, All Might, but she's basically copying it. Copying? So you have a copy quirk? Yes, actually, it's a bit more than that. Yeah, it's hard to explain now. I need to get home as Deku begins his patting onto his shoulder, as his shirt actually is starting to spark. I really did like that shirt, but I do need to get home before I actually burst into flames. Oh, you don't need to wear that all the time? No, I actually do train that side of the quirk a lot. Train it? How? Regeneration. My dad is a bit more severe to it, though. I start smoking while he can immediately burst into flames. Oh, ah, that's a very bad flaw. That's a very bad flaw. Yes, it is quite annoying. Now, as Deku, he would immediately walk over, and he actually does ask if they can help him try and find it, as they are all looking around. They would be looking for, I want to say, a couple of minutes, as Deku would finally find it, and All Might would, well, answer questions to a lot of fans. With that being said, Celine and, well, basically Inko. Celine is basically just an old vampire name she found. I don't know why, I just like the name Celine. It's very cool. Along with the fact that it's actually a vampire name. I don't know why. Ugh. Eventually, Deku's dad would arrive on scene, and as soon as he sees Deku, he actually does basically immediately pull him into an alley, telling him that he shouldn't be out like that. Dad, don't worry, I still have a couple minutes. Well, yeah, even still, what are you gonna do after that? Dad, it's gonna be fine. Just, okay. At least, please just go straight home. Don't worry, I've got it all covered. I know how long I have. In fact, you just kind of reset the timer. Timer? Well, yeah, I can interact from anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what I'm wearing. I hate you sometimes. Well, you gotta love me too. You know? Alright, well, you're right. Anyways, what are you thinking about that recommendation? Dad, you already knew I wasn't going to take it. Well, yes, but your mother still wanted us to send you one. Yeah, I get it. Did Todoroki's mom send him that one too? Yes, actually, she was a bit worried with his chances. Well, he does use his fire now. In fact, he's quite good at it. Well, yes, but how good is he at it? Um, cuts to the sports festival. He's pretty good at it. Oh, okay. Well then, just get home before dinner. Or, well, get home before 5. Alright, Dad. As these two would part ways. They would both walk out of the alley as people do see him. And they actually do run up to Deku. A lot of people are asking questions about his quirk and exactly why is he doing what the cloaked hero does. Oh, it's not to be mysterious, it's actually part of our quirks. Our? Well, yes, I'm I'm the cloaked hero and Celine's son. People are in shock realizing just the potential of this kid. They would start asking him questions as Bakugo would just walk over and just start shouting, "So what? Anyways, who the hell are you? Wait a minute. Black shirt, black pants, and stupid shoes. Haven't I met you before? I believe I remember you. Don't believe. Remember me, my ass." As he just starts sparking explosions. Wait a minute, that quirk. Bakugo? It's Bakugo, you fuck. Oh, right, Katsuki. Long time no see. You little shit. So, this is where you've been this whole time. Well, no, actually, I've never left the city. So, with that being said, that is where I'm going to leave things off of, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and have an amazing day. I will catch you guys in the next part.